Hello, welcome to Money Life Invest. And today I'm going to make an interesting video which everyone is talking about, which is nothing but this FTX saga. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, I just want to talk about what this FTX story is all about, and as an investor, you should be worried or not. Um, So, uh, so, so just to give you a timeline of what has happened, this company, FTX, was founded in 2019 by Mr. Sam SBF. Let's put his name is big, so I will put it as SBF, and Jerry Wong, who was an ex Google employee, and Mr. SBF in this picture here, he was a former Wall Street trader. So they both co-founded this company FTX, basically FTS.com cryptocurrency exchange. So basically, you can open an account there and you can go and trade, all the crypto assets like bitcoins, ether, ethereum, Dogecoin, and there are many stable coins, etc. You can go and trade there. So they founded this company. This co-founded this. Mr. Jerry and Mr. SBF co-founded this in 2019. This FTX currency exchange. In 2021, they were valued like 25 billion by um, by Singapore's Temasek and Tiger Global, and they also got a sponsorship deal from Mercedes Formula One team. So, which is something great. Everyone, once you get like such a lucrative sponsorship deal, you'll be known, right? So guess what? So within a short span, 2022, in the next year, they raise further money, but this time they include giants like SoftBank, Temasek, right? And in 2022, they signed a sponsorship deal again for naming rights with Miami Heat. Like basketball, these guys are huge. And in 2022, July, they made so much money. You could see like within a short span they are in a position to sign a deal to buy struggling block 5. Block 5 was another um, crypto exchange, decentralized platform where you can go and buy a lot of crypto assets. So they signed a deal to buy them, and partial bailout of bankrupt crypto lender Voyage Digital. So this happened in July 2022. Imagine the company started in 2019. They were like, funded by, invested by like, known big, big uh, firms in the world, such as SoftBanks. They got sponsorship deal with famous Mercedes Formula One team, Miami Heights, you name it. So you know, in general, things like this should give give what would you say, like a red flag, right? Like if something is happening so quick, way too quick, you have to be little cautious. As Benjamin Graham says, like when everyone is in euphoric, you need to be cautious. So, mm, just to let you know, my position on crypto is always like I'm not in a hate campaign against crypto. I believe that there is a value in the technology, but as far as the fundamentals are concerned, there is nothing. You cannot really value these assets. So for disclosure purpose, I did invest a very small amount in crypto assets, but mostly on, like known assets. Like I didn't go out and buy, like, there are various tokens and crypto assets. I only invested in, Bitcoin and Ethereum because those are the only two well known. So I thought like, okay, I will do that. But you can see in last within like 2 3 years, this crypto was making a lot of headlines. Stock market was high. People don't know where to invest. So that's where you heard you came to know whole slew of new exchanges, crypto exchanges, and crypto crypto companies, right? And many crypto assets too, new crypto assets too. So coming back to the FTX, so you can see within a short span, starting from 2019 to 2022 mid, they're already within like you know 2 years 2 years span, they're already like very popular. They got sponsorships with, like, big sporting companies, you name it, right? And then they, by July, they are already signing a deal to buy BlockFi and partially trying to bail out the crypto lender Voyage Digital. Even though it didn't happen, but they were in that position within like a short span of time. And funny thing is, by on 2022 August, U.S. bank regulated ordered FTX to halt faulty and misleading claims that its funds are insured by government. So basically, they were FTX, I think, in their platform. Again, all this information I got from web. Uh, these are known facts, but I don't have information where I can show you. So basically, I think they may have advertised in their platform that their assets are backed by, insured by the government. So therefore, U.S. bank regulated ordered that, oh well, you, you shouldn't be doing that. So these are typical red flags, right? A company is growing too quick, and everybody's euphoric, everybody is signing the deals, you know and then not to, and then they are going through this route of misleading their investors by saying, hey, it's insured by the government. So just to let you know, this crypto market is not regulated around the world. So there is a big lobby out there to regulate it so that people don't lose money. I hope this saga is going to unfold that regulation era for crypto assets. So we will talk about that shortly about that as well. So in 2022 August, U.S. bank regulators ordered FTX to halt the misleading and faulty claim that its funds are insured by the government. And in 2022 November, um, CoinDesk. So this CoinDesk is a platform where they talk about all the crypto assets and companies, etc. So where they leaked a report which basically claimed that basically Almeda is SBF's Mr. SBF, who's the one of the co-founder of the FTX. Another firm, that firm, Alameda Research, is heavily dependent on FTX native token of FTT. So each of these crypto exchange platform, they all always have their own tokens, right? You can buy that. Um, and then basically that CoinDesk report was saying, okay, this company of this co-founder is heavily dependent on this token. So guess what? By 2022, somehow there is another crypto exchange platform called Binance, whose CEO is Mr. CZ. His firm actually liquidated all its holding of FTT token, and in the same time, it was it was planning to have a deal to buy FTX, and then but I think they found something in FTX balance sheet that they didn't like it. We What has happened in the meantime is Mr. SBF uh, uh, raised uh, ra- like tried to raise more money for FTX, and then in the meanwhile the FTX clients were, because these news are coming out where, like, Binance is trying to buy it, and then they suddenly said like, oh, I'm not going to buy it, and then Mr. SBF is trying to get more money for his platform. So people who are with FTX, who are in this cryptocurrency FTX.com cryptocurrency exchange, they naturally panic, they start selling it, but then what happened is FTX stops people to liquidate their positions. So that's a big risk flag. And then shortly, Mr. SBF and co. they go and file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy with the US in US for FTX, and also his 11 of his subsidiary. Yeah, so basically, and then there was also news that uh, while this is happening, FTX also reported that their platform is hacked, and then they are all moving all of their as and then Mr. SBF stepped down as its CEO, and then somebody took over, and then they were saying, oh, we are going to move all their our assets to cold storage. So basically, cold storage is a mechanism by which you can protect your crypto assets. So basically, because their exchange was hacked, so they tried to move, but it was too little, too late. So by that time, the damage was already happened. It was speculated that FTX, again, this is still under investigation. Nobody knows the truth, but the rumors out there is FTX used his asset and to get like something else, and then they cheated. Basically, they cheated their clients by leveraging their the money that they had. So basically, long story short, this company was too good to be true. like the like famous saying, too big to collapse, right? So similarly, FTX was too good to be true. It started in 2019. It claimed all the fame, and then and then people were the people who were investing, in their platform, are scrambling for their money. So not to mention, this also included other famous. So I'm from Canada, so again, so this also the FTX was also got investments from Ontario Teachers Pension Plan and Mr. Wonderful. Mr. Wonderful, he is such a very smart individual, and then if you would have watched his Shark Tanks, he only get into a business if he thinks it has any value to him, right? So you can imagine, even like people like Kevin lost their money in this FTX saga. Ontario Teachers Pension Plan is one of the biggest pension plan in Canada, I would say. They invested. They are very profitable. They invested in a famous, like, SpaceX, etc. So they are very profitable. So even companies like this, pension plans like this, invested even though they came out and they say, oh, that's like a very limited investment, so we should be fine, blah blah blah. You know how it goes when you make mistakes. People always like become defensive and say, hey, yeah, this is fine, you know. And they also said, I will give it to the benefit of doubt. They said that they wanted to put some money into this digital space, right? So yeah, so you can imagine even like big investors like Ontario Teachers Pension Plan, and then Mr. Wonderful invested and they lost their money. Now, so what is that? So what does this all mean? So as far as cryptocurrency is concerned, there is a lost in trust. So like investing is all about trust. So if you lose your trust, you're not going to get more investors. So going forward, people who are going to invest in their crypto asset, they would be very careful, right? And then secondly, I think these type of events should be the root cause for getting the regulation in place for cryptocurrency. So as I said initially, I do believe crypto technology as such it's a fascinating field. I believe once we have a good regulations in place like SEC comes into play and then put some regulations, I think the rest of the world will follow, and then you would have basically that will get back investors' trust, and then people will start investing, right? Now, finally, I want to bring everyone's attention to Fed analysis, which basically already alluded to this fact that this crypto market is for example, this is a Federal Reserve's stability. Federal Reserve periodically puts a financial stability report, which can be accessible by public. So this is like anybody can go and access it, right? So basically, there they already talk about stability of uh, digital assets and how it's going to have any does it cause does it cause any impact to the financial market. So basically they say that activities in the digital asset ecosystem can pose challenges to the financial stability. Digital assets may offer a host of useful innovations. So as I said, they already say the same. They basically say the host of useful innovation and products. The events of the past few months, however, suggest that the ecosystem faces vulnerability and risk to those that can occur in the traditional finance. So basically, Fed already points out that there are risks and vulnerability in this in the digital slash crypto asset ecosystem, and it includes excessive leverage, operational risks, fraud. So exactly, fraud is what happened in FTX, right? Like, so basically they use the client's money to do something else, and then now they are bankrupt basically, right? And then people are scrambling out there to get their money. But long story short, FTX is gone, and then people whomsoever had their money, they lose their money. So this again, as I said, this leads to promotion on appropriately regulatory environment. So basically, that's what I said, and that's the same assertion that Fed is also saying that, once you bring a regulatory environment, I think that will a provide trust to the investors, and then B, that will basically remove all these frauds, opacity, and because think about it, these FTX data, they are not reporting to anyone their balance sheet, so nobody knows what's going on, what are they doing, right? It's only like if they have to sell. So FTX was in struggling, and they got they spoke with Binance, or somehow Binance wanted to buy them. But then what happened? Binance found something in their balance sheet. They should have found something in their balance sheet. That's why they backed off, right? So the speculation and risk appetite appear to be primary driving force of the crypto asset prices, right? So which have recorded big swings in the recent years. Now, so they also talk about stable coins, how some of the, like for example, Terra USD, which is a stable coin which collapsed in 2022. So there are many collapses. FTX is not the only one. There are many collapses, so also temporary. So basically it also talks about Terra USD may have also triggered a temporary loss of confidence in other stable coins, Tether, which briefly traded significantly below its peg, right? So therefore, like what they are suggesting is the turmoil in the digital asset ecosystem did not have notable effects on the traditional financial system. This is the key message here. So basically what they're saying is, even though you are finding all these types of frauds, collapses in the crypto assets, but they don't have any impact to the financial market, which is a good news for average investors like you and me, right? Because we, at least myself, I don't invest quite a bit in cryptocurrency. I invest in passive funds. Therefore, it's good to know that these they don't these turmoil in the crypto asset, they don't have any impact to the digital assets, because there is no connection between them. Therefore the spillovers are limited, right? So all in all, if I have to go back, so the Fed analysis says it all. They already put they make it clear that these types of collapses are very frequent in not very frequent, at least is prevalent in crypto assets, and crypto assets. But one thing, good thing is they also assert that it is not linked to the normal financial system. So therefore, the larger question, should the investor be worried? Like if you're a regular investor in the stock market, investing in the passive funds, as I've been trying to say in my past few videos, I wouldn't be worried. Having said that, I would be watching this space, if because if you are a believer in this crypto space, uh, I I would be cautious, and I would be even more cautious until I feel like there is not much regulation. It's very hard for me to go and invest in crypto asset going forward. Even though FTX is not the only incident, but there are many incidents to suggest that this space needs to be regulated. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you like my videos, and if you like it, please click that like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any other questions or concerns in the financial markets, or something that you want me to take a video, please comment on my channel. Or if you have any specific comment about this video, please comment, and I will make an effort to make another video, or like respond to your query. Thanks a lot for watching. Happy investing.